By now you've heard about the SEC complaint against Ripple. In this video, we're going to take a look at the attorney who strikes back against the SEC on behalf of all XRP investors. Let's go.
And now, the XRP Minute with Chip on the Chain.
Chip here with the XRP Minute. If it's your first time here, please like, subscribe, click that notification bell. You'll be notified of any new videos that we drop. Now, let's jump into the shallow end, head first for maximum impact. So John E Deaton did a very courageous thing, and he stepped out and he filed a complaint against the SEC. And who did he do this? He did this on behalf of all XRP investors, or as the complaint says, others similarly situated, which is you, if you have XRP in your portfolio. And he says here that people have lots of questions about the legal action I filed yesterday in federal court. This was put up yesterday. This is on January 1st. Against the SEC regarding XRP. I appreciate everyone's questions, and I've tried to respond to as many of them, but I'm sure I will miss some questions, but I can try to answer them tomorrow. Coming up tonight on the chain, which is tonight, this tweet was put out yesterday, John is going to go in and he's going to answer questions, so come to the live stream tonight if you can. Now, if it's already aired, right below you'll see the link to it. You can click on it. If it's prior to the live stream, click that set reminder button and you'll be notified as soon as it goes live. If it's after the fact, you'll be able to watch it and you'll be able to see John address some of the questions. So this is something that Jeff and I will be discussing a little bit later tonight. Now, he put out another tweet thread last night, which I want to dive into. He says, always remember that our democracy is supposed to be a government by the people for the people. I filed an action against the SEC because it and our government officials have forgotten who they represent. Okay, and that's a very strong point there when you think about it. In the United States, that's what it's supposed to be, right? For the people, by the people. And the SEC's primary mission statement is to protect investors, promote fairness, and share information about companies, to help investors make informed decisions and invest with confidence. As chairman of the SEC, it was Jay Clayton's fiduciary duty to enforce that mission statement. And that mission statement seems like it fell apart a little bit because it went, after 7 years of non-action, they basically went ahead and filed a complaint against Ripple. First off, not only Ripple Labs, but also two of its executives, that being Bradley Garlinghouse, CEO, and Chris Larsen, who is the former CEO and board member. And so he's saying that Jay Clayton failed miserably, and that's the understatement of the year. He failed beyond misery. Instead of protecting investors and sharing information to help investors make informed decisions about XRP, he knowingly and intentionally caused multi-billion-dollar losses to innocent investors. Now, if you hold XRP in your portfolio, that's you. And the fact that John E Deaton put this out, paid for it himself. This is a pro se case. He's the active attorney on this, and I wanted to pull this over here so you can see a little bit of the complaint here. Now, John Deaton, Jordan Deaton, we'll find out who exactly that is. Perhaps a brother or some family member. James Lamont, Tyler Lamont, Maya Lamont, Mitchell McKenna, Christiana Warner, and all others similarly situated. Now that is you, because you are holding XRP. So I love this. I love the complaint. And by the way, in the tweet below too, which I'll also post, that you can read the full complaint if you'd like. I mean, I think that's going to be important to take a look at. And also, John recommends reading the memorandum in support, which is also below. That tweet will be down below as well. Just click on that tweet, you'll go right to it. And both of them are posted there. What I did was I broke out the memorandum in support, and John recommends reading that because that's where all the facts are situated, and that's what we're going to address on the stream later. And one of the things, if you want to read the whole complaint, it's also posted in that tweet thread as well. Now let's jump back into this. Clayton was sent a letter from Joseph Grunfest, a former fellow Republican SEC chairman appointed by Ronald Reagan, warning Clayton and pleading with him that if there is no emergency or immediate need to file a case against Ripple claiming today's XRP securities. So let's talk about that. It wasn't as if they didn't have some advisors or somebody look into him or advising him. And the fact that, you had a former Republican SEC chairman, right, who This is back during the Reagan administration that was appointed. Now, pleading with Clayton to be careful if there was no emergency or immediate need to file this case against Ripple. Now, Grunfest warned Clayton that never before was there a case in which the SEC wasn't alleging fraud or misrepresentation, whereas just the filing of the action against the company would cause unprecedented multi-billions in losses of innocent investors. And again, what we're talking about here, this is completely violates the mission statement of the SEC, where it's supposed to be looking out for investors, right? One of the reasons the SEC regulates companies, public companies, any company that takes a look at that, is so that they can protect investors and protect the little guy, right? Supposedly us, if you live in the United States. Now, if you're looking at this case from outside the United States, you're looking at it because it could potentially affect your investment as well. So you really want to be very careful on how this proceeds. He told Clayton that since 7 years went by without XRP actively being traded, that there was no need to rush into this case, and the new incoming administration should be consulted, especially since Clayton resigned and was leaving and wouldn't be around to see the case through. So again, a lot of people have really wondered, like, well, wait a minute, he's leaving the building, he's out there, and his last big hurrah is to file an FU against Ripple. That's really bizarro, right? But instead of listening with improper motives, Jay Clayton filed the most significant SEC case in modern history, making the ridiculous claim that XRP held in the individual wallets by people with no connection to Ripple are securities. Now, when he says no connection, XRP is a decentralized cryptocurrency. Ripple doesn't have anything to do with it. Now, Ripple, early days, of course, they founded the company, or they acquired the company, but the coins were already there. It was the open coin back in the day, and it's in the beginning. Yeah, you could assert that it was centralized, but that was only for a very short period of time. Now, the legal action filed isn't about defending Ripple. They have smarter lawyers than me, and this is what John is saying, John E Deaton, to defend them. But if they collect a dime from Ripple, it should go to the people that lost money due to the SEC's actions and inactions for 7 years. And what he's referring to here is the trust, the complaint for relief, or actually in the relief section, what's being sought after is the actual to set up a trust for investors, right? So investors have an opportunity to be able to recover some of that funds. And he's only saying that if there was any sort of I'm trying to find it in the document here, if there was any sort of any money collected, because there's going to be money collected probably, most likely in way of a fine. Now, I don't know exactly how that's going to go down, but he's saying that if it does go down that way, that they would be looking to, here it is right here. Let me pull this up here. Petitioners seek immediate relief, requesting the court order respondents to amend its complaint against Ripple to exclude the claim that XRP owned by petitioners constitutes securities. Okay, looking for protections for people that own XRP have in their portfolio. And then what's happening here is that for an order certifying that the action may be maintained in a class action, certifying petitioners as representative of this class, and designating the undersigned counsel as lead counsel for the class. So the class action suit, where you have many others can join this class action. So if there's for an award of equitable relief, would be as follows: imposing a constructive trust for any funds awarded against respondent on behalf of this class action suit, and then if the SEC receives any funds from a settlement verdict with Ripple Labs, Brad Garlinghouse and/or Chris Larsen, excluded but not limited to the funds from a penalty, civil fine, so on and so forth, damages, and everything else. So this is what John E Deaton is doing. This is very amazing. We're looking forward to speaking with him. And again, I got to say that this action of stepping out and putting this out there very, very quick. It's a very well crafted complaint, and it really sticks to the facts. It really outlines and draws the parallels to and writes a better story. And it's a far better complaint because it's based on actual facts versus assumptions and cherry picking, which the SEC complaint is more or less based on. And if you ask me, why not? Why me? I think I love a statement like this. Someone like John E Deaton who steps out on behalf of the community, files that, and then everybody else in there is also pro se, means they're representing themselves. But again, he's taken the bold stance to protect you because he wants that SEC amendment added to the complaint against Ripple that excludes you as being hurt by any sort of action. And if any money is actually received in the way of a fine, penalty, whatever it may be, he's looking out for you as far as the protection is concerned. And this is a huge thing because who's going to stand up for you? Well, guess what? John E Deaton just stood up for you, all of the bag holders. This is Chip. Please check out that live stream below. If you missed the live stream, go back and watch it. You're going to get a lot of information on exactly what's happening. If it's your first time here, like, subscribe, click that notification bell. You'll be notified anytime new videos drop. That's all I have. I'll see you on the next one. Chip out. Chip out. I hate when that works, right? Got to get the magic working. Hang on. Magic fairy dust. Let's try it one last time. Third time's a charm.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.